Hello, friends. This is Dr. Mario Martinez again with another short stream of topics that I think are of interest that usually that people ask for and they wonder about it and why it works, why it doesn't work. So, what I'm going to be doing today is talking about affirmations, why they don't work the way they usually present them, and how to make them work. An affirmation is something that someone says as a wishful thought. I'm a good person, or affirming something about them. I am very wealthy, things that they're wanting or things that they want to accept about themselves. By themselves, they seldom work because it's only an intellectual exercise. It's only wishful thinking. And the brain doesn't work that way. The neuropsychology of the brain doesn't work that way. So, for example, if you say, I can fly, that's a statement that you're making is wishful thinking. The brain's not going to accept it till you give it some evidence. So the same thing happens when you say, I'm a good person, I'm a good person, I'm wealthy or want to be wealthy. All those things are intentions, but they have no embodiment. So it's not going to be a very powerful neural map in your brain because the brain needs evidence for information that requires shifting of consciousness and shifting of perception. So, how to make them work? The way that you make them work neuropsychologically is at first you make the affirmation that you want, something realistic. Don't like I want to be president of the United States or something like that. Something that's fairly realistic, but that you have not been able to obtain. So, for example, if you want to say, "I am a good person," because self-esteem is extremely important. I'm a good person. I'm worthy. I'm a good person. What you do is first you get yourself relaxed, yourself in a contemplative state where you can just be open and you're not thinking about other things, and you can do a meditation any way you want to. There's some techniques that I teach about it, but it doesn't matter. You can use your own. And then what you do is, if the affirmation is "I'm a good person," you go to your body and see how that feels. I'm a good person. Where is it landing? What is the felt meaning? I'm a good person. Then what you do, and here's where it begins to work, you go to a memory, a real memory on your archives, your memory archives, that has evidence that says, when was I a good person? When was the last time that I was a good person, that I noticed I felt worthy, I felt like a good person? Bring it back, embody it, meaning that you actually see how it feels to bring that memory back. You can bring memory backs of bad things and immediately you get stressed, have stress reaction. Or you can bring memories back of things that you have done and you get a very good reaction, sometimes immunologically enhancing. So you bring it back. I was a good person 2 weeks ago because I did such and such, and I felt very good about myself. And actually bring your shoulders back so you can feel the pride. Embody it. Close your eyes and embody it. Then you go again and you bring another situation when you were a good person and bring that memory back. You embody it. Shoulders back. Shoulders back is a body condition that says, I am proud of myself, as opposed to inward, like that's, I am ashamed of myself. So the body speaks also when you're putting the information in. And you do this 2 or 3 times from memories that show you that you have been a good person, from evidence. The brain begins to connect that memory with the affirmation. It becomes an embodied affirmation. But that's not enough. Then you have to say to yourself, okay, now, how can I be a good person with more evidence for the rest of the week? What are the things that I can do, good deeds or things that I can do that I consider to be making me a good person? And anytime I do it, I embody the feeling. I embody I let it land in my body. See, embodiment is a way of embracing the mind body connection. How does it feel? So when you do that, then what happens is that you are not only bringing back information from your memories, but you're also creating new evidence for new memory. So gradually, as you do this for a week or two, then the affirmation will have an effect, because when you say, I'm a good person, and all the good things that happen to good people, then there's evidence, and that changes the perception of who you are, and it changes the worthiness of who you are as you practice it, because it's an evidence based situation. That's how the brain works. You can't just affirm and leaving it up in your head, because it's wishful thinking, um, word dynamics, and gymnastics. For example, if you say to somebody, don't be depressed, that's such a pretty day. Okay, I'm not going to be depressed. I feel better. It doesn't work that way. That's just an intellectual intention. It's not an embodied process that requires action, that requires memories from the past, and then enhancing those memories with your actual evidence of what you're doing. So I hope this helps in helping you understand. If you're more interested in additional work, you can go to my books, The Mind Body Code, The Mind Body Self, and you can also go to my website, biocognitive.com. And here, of course, in YouTube, there are over 300 videos that you can watch on a lot of the things that I talk about. But I think that affirmations need to be clarified. They need to be explained the way I'm explaining them. So you don't waste your time saying things 1,000 times and it's really not going to do very much for you because it's a disconnect between brain, body, cognition, biology. So enjoy and begin to do your embodied affirmations, and you will see how things begin to change. But remember, you need evidence in order to create the neural maps that you need. Enjoy and have a wonderful day. Talk to you soon.